Used to all this green and fragrant brightness. Part of me yet looks
This
for the
sparrow
hidden
is ready to
spider's
fly.
web
At
amongst all
your
this.
command, of course.
Yeah, we got the evil human skin armor. As opposed to the good human skin armor. Yeah, a few forest areas to visit, and I think we'll go to trade meet first. I want to see the shop there.
Aye, a fair gambit.
I'm hoping there might be a few interesting items.
Hi, friend.
He's the one we're really interested in.
As long as you're not the tax man.
Yeah, good items, but not exactly what we're after. Yeah, nothing really good.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Hmm? Okay, nothing particularly interesting here either.
I see you have learned much in your short lifespan.
Okay, let's go in.
Trust is for the foolish and the dead.
Still the smithy here I want to visit. I don't particularly want to do the minor quests in these places anymore. Let's go to the wilderness areas and go through there, look through there. There are some shops I might be interested in visiting.
Hey,
Oh god, it's you.
I shall follow your strength.
well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Do you have anything of real interest? Not really, no. Yeah, no. I did notice a few items we might want to sell. Leather armor. Gloves of pickpocketing. Might want to use those. We need to go pickpocketing at some point. Give me the gloves. I don't particularly care if we succeed or not. I mean, as far as hostilities are concerned, because we're doing it at a point where such considerations don't matter.
Destiny awaits.
Hey,
Oh my god, get away from me. We could visit Aaron Linvale. Or that Bodhi is once and for all dead. But no, we'll go and search the last few remaining areas, and once that's done, I want to go pick pickpocketing. It's more of a curiosity thing. A forest of tether. Do they notable people in this game actually have something worth even
Now,
taking?
Notha. Jacques. Jezebel, a Dosquarth.
Okay, I can see what this map is. This is a very painful map. Basically blocks constantly all over the place, both visually and for movement purposes.
Ustanza dost.
Huge pain in the ass to maneuver in here.
I am yours to command as you desire.
How big is it? Yeah, it's a full-size map too. Wolfware Camp. That was a camp? Okay. I'll take the game's word for it.
Shah guides my hand. Victory shall be ours, if that is your will.
Yes?
Jacques, trust is for the foolish and the dead.
Okay. Don't like the look of that.
Yes, a bit. I shall follow your strength.
What is my task? It shall be. My weapon has no effect!
Yeah, no shit. No one else is really protected from this,
Ustanza
so
dost.
I do this.
I am yours to command.
Good clerics would damage or drive them away, undead creatures, but evil clerics can take control of undead creatures. It'll last for only a short time though.
Shah guides my hand.
Panther is being level drained.
Volksund. Victory shall be ours. I serve Shah above Jacques.
We need to be here to block its access to our other guys.
On my honor.
Do you have magical arrows? No, you don't.
Leave me be.
Very few things we can do to it.
Yes, a bit trust. And Ustanza. I shall follow your strength.
Is this it? Random monsters in there. Well, there is the wolfware camp, so surely something else must be happening here.
What is it now?
I am yours to command.
Death for every second I am in this form. I will tolerate only so much. If I must.
What do you require?
Shah guides my hand.
Death for every second I am in this form.
A solid blow!
Destiny awaits.
Whose?
Leave me be.
Victory shout now, Napa.
Ho, travelers. Hold a moment.
Koran. Another companion from Baldur's Gate 1. Hail, good friend Chul. I'm most pleased to see you here, you of all people. Your timing could not be better, as I am in most dire need. So, what are you doing here? It has been a while. I got bored and tried to find you, but I lost you after your victory in Baldur's Gate. You seem to drop off the face of Baron. But what is important is that I was traveling my forests of Thither with my beloved Safana. You remember her? And now she is kidnapped. It's dreadful. Safana was a man-eater. Surprised she ended up with Koran. 2 days ago we were beset by giant wolves. Wolf wares, I fear. They tried to take us both, but I was able to escape. Safana, however, was not so fortunate. I tracked them to an encampment near here, but even a great warrior such as myself cannot beat them alone. I hoped someone to come along, and here you are. We must save her and strike a blow against the foul werebeast Thule. Together we shall be unstoppable. What do you say, my lord? Yeah, I'm not going to lift a finger to save Safana. What are you even doing with her? Fine, where is this encampment? Excellent! The wolf wares are east of here. I will go there and wait for you, my lord. Do not take long. I do not know their plans for my beloved. Oh my god, I can't go together with Safana. Safana is the kind of woman you might want to get together, but not the kind that you want to make permanent relationship with. She wouldn't be interested either. She uses people. Ooh.
As you desire.
Okay, can we go there one at a time?
That is your will. Yes,
Well,
Abil.
didn't want to go there anyway.
Trust is for the foolish and the dead.
And I'm not kidding. I don't want to deal with the level 20 crap. I don't care what's in the cabin. It's not gonna be good enough. You could bypass. No, even invisibility wouldn't solve that issue. They can see us, invisible or not.
Yes?
We're going to go up against
What
wolf
is it
wares. We
now?
are going to have to make some preparations. Non-magical items are worthless. In contingency, yeah. This isn't a good. That's not how. I should have just used the contingencies up and then changed to something else.
Ustanza dost.
I will tolerate only so much.
Ah, yes.
I shall follow your
I
strength.
think we're going to go with a couple of swords.
Leave me be.
Wolf wares, as I recall them, were very good in melee combat. The swords don't give a shit about that, though.
Shah guides my hand.
Immune to
Don't
melee
shoot.
damage. You intrude on my domain, human. No, this is the one I told you about, Lanfear. This is Thule. Kill him, and the wizard will reward you and your pack with riches beyond your dreams. This is the creature you spoke of? Ah, you said that Koran would accompany him. You said Koran would bring him to me.
Ho, travelers! Hold a moment.
What? My darling Savannah, what have you done? Don't be a fool, Koran. Why do you think I insisted we come down here? It was to find Thule. Do you have any idea of the bounty that is on his head? Savannah, no! I won't let you do this. Just get out of my way, moron. Lanfear, kill Thule as per our agreement. I do not follow your orders, human witch. I care nothing for this bounty. All I wished was that Koran would come to me at last. No, kill him now. I demand it. You demand nothing from me. I curse you into oblivion, human. Death curse.
Yes?
No! Svana, my love! Do not wail for the human, my Koran. She betrayed you and never loved you. Not as I do. You love me. How is it that a beast loves me? You do not recognize me, my love. No, not in this form. We have lain together once before, you and I, my love, and I have sought you out ever since. You avoided capture by my hounds, but I caught your woman, and her wicked plan served my needs far more than hers. Come to me, my Koran. Let us be together at long last. I would never take part in such foulness, creature. Savannah was my beloved. To destroy this murderess and all of her vile pack. Very well, Koran. If I cannot have you, then no one shall. Okay. You involve me with your petty shit
What
again.
is it now? I will tolerate only so much.
Okay. Looks like bulkwares and probably a crater. Fine. We don't have to do much here. Spam a couple of attacks off and that should be over with.
Victory shall be I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain Jacques.
Aye, my raven?
My
Yes, it is.
spells would serve better. This weapon is useless.
Ustan Zadost.
Yeah.
I am your
Well,
trust for the
that just
foolish
happened.
and the dead.
This is what I was sort of referring to when I said this is more like Baldur's Gate 1 type of area. This isn't a quest, something like this isn't a quest. It's basically you standing there doing nothing and reading text about things that happen, about what other people are basically doing. It's not really even worth bothering, really. This type of... Okay, lizardman.
Ah, mayhap this will be the end!
That's a bit random. Lizardmen should be near rivers, swamps, marshes, some wetland, not in the middle of a forest. But these kind of encounters that we're now seeing here are curiosity encounters. They're not engaging in any way. They're slightly amusing, and that's it. And that's how they should be treated. I can see sort of why
Shah guides me. I
these
shall follow your
wilderness
strength.
areas are not part of the initial areas you can get access to, because they're in many ways they're just a waste of your time
Victory
compared to the
destiny awaits.
proper areas.
Jacques. Now Natha.
Hmm. I think we're gonna get the hell out of here.
For the
Goblins.
Doom Guard, I strike a blow!
It just seems like now they're throwing every kind of random enemy they
Battle
have on
and
this map.
victory!
For Shah!
A solid hit.
And it ends in a wall of trees. I think I just want to get the hell out of here. This isn't that fun, that much fun. There's still the two other areas left. And we lost boost of speed too. Oh, Corgan.
Jezebel a dosquarth. No more!
Fate beckon. Welcome thee to oblivion.
I'm not sure if swamp horrors are.
Ustanza as
Well,
you
we're gonna
desire.
find out now, aren't
What is
we?
my task?
Leave me be.
Are they level draining creatures or not?
Oh, my spells would serve better. This weapon is useless.
I am
Crimson
yours.
horrors
This, but
are
every
not.
second I am in this form.
Red thy will.
For the
My
Doom Guard,
spells
I
would serve
strike
better.
a
This
blow!
weapon is
Shah
useless.
guides my... That is your will.
Is there a way out of here?
Even hand to hand, I am dangerous.
Okay, yes. I'll take a quick look if there's anything interesting here and then get the hell out of here. Well, something. Someone's living here, apparently.
On my honor, I am out. Consider it done.
Again, this same identical cave. I think this is the third time I've seen this. Why is it even here? Why was
I am
this
out of
trapped?
sight of others.
I don't know. Maybe this entire area was unfinished. Mana bow +4. 20% resistance to magical damage. +5 longbow. Yeah, we can now use longbows too. Problem being we don't have the weapon proficiencies.
Victory shall... Trust is for... I shall
Yeah,
follow
we're
your
leaving.
strength.
This place is no fun. Suppose the next area at least has North Forest. Has something. Doing another nighttime map.
Fortzund.
Well, it's a lot smaller for one. Ooh, a 3T. And we have a... Yes.
What do you require? I will do my best.
Jacques.
Yes? Yes.
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it? Does it work against genies? No.
Yes, Abil. I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain.
Yeah.
By my honor, you shall not see another. A solid blow!
I don't think it'll survive. Well,
What is it now?
it was nice.
Ustanza trusts dead.
What is my task? Very
Locked Tombstone. That's a new one.
I shall follow your strength.
well. On my honor, done.
Mishu. Okay, doesn't look like it's all that interesting.
Shar guides my hand.
So this is just a minor area. I'm not quite sure what is it for exactly.
What do you require? I am out of as you ask.
Ooh, a mage. Mist Methods, Priest of Cyric, Archer, Duergar, Skeleton Warrior, Mercenary. The Hostile Adventuring Party too. Lovely.
Victory shall
I'm
be
out of
destiny
sight of others.
awaits.
Yes?
Hmm.
A snare has been set.
We're going to make some...
Jacques.
Have to do a proper
A
fight
snare
here.
has been set.
Let's make proper preparations.
What is my task? A snare has been set.
Yes, Abil.
On my honor. A snare has been set.
Ustanza dost.
What do you require? A snare has been set.
I am yours to command.
I'm sure they have a death spell though.
I will tolerate only so
Everyone
much.
has a death spell at this point.
Shar guides my hand. Now, Natha.
Manus potentis
Send them in waves.
Leave me be.
That way we can
Victory
hopefully
shall be
avoid the
ours.
worst of it.
You know this.
Also, we'll start with Firestorm. Firestorm... Whatever the cloud
What is it
spell
now?
is called. Incendiary Cloud.
incertus pulcher imperius
A waste of my talents.
Jacques, a dosquarth.
I'm hoping to get rid of the mage at least. That way they can't get rid of our summoned creatures. Yeah, they're so bold. And here come the traps. Okay, that was a nice combination. They're pretty much all dead. Yep. That's the end of it.
Yes, it is. As you
Okay, we'll return there later. Yanti should not be a challenge for these. And
Ustanza, if that is your will.
two sight. Congratulations. Well, we should be able to wrap up
I
this
am
map
yours
quite
to
quickly.
command. Trust is foolish. Dead. Shah, I shall follow your strength. Victory shall be ours.
Ice
You
trolls.
know
Trolls.
Volksund.
Do we have a weapon? Yeah,
Jacques.
I think this has acid damage.
I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain with you for now. Ultranon!
Okay.
Yes, it is. Trust is for the foolish and the dead.
This looks like some kind of an ancient battle area.
Ustanza dos. I shall
Corpses
follow
here
your
and there.
strength.
Okay. Greater Wyvern.
Yes, it shall be.
I am your destiny awaits.
This was a much nicer area than the previous one. Sure, it's small, but it was actually
Sure,
filled
now
with
nothing.
things to do. If it's just here for the fights, then just have the fights there, and instead of spreading it, diluting it.
Jacques, as you desire.
Exception could be made if there was some kind of a tactical
Yes,
importance to
that
having
is
the
your
area out there,
will.
but this is just flat land, nothing. So there's no point having this kind of an encounter in a huge map. It should have been a random encounter for all we
Ustanza
care.
dos. Trust is for the foolish and the dead.
Time stop. Okay, that's useful. Yeah, this isn't good. You have the invisibility potions. You should probably have haste. Potions of haste are much better than spell. I'm not sure, they might even stack for all I know. The effect is very different. Ice arrow, I'm not interested in ice arrows. Yeah, maybe better for Edwin.
I am yours. I shall follow your strength.
One more area remains. Small Teeth Pass.
Volksund.
I will tolerate only so
Yeah,
much.
give me a break.
Saga. I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain with you for now.
Very, very weak creatures. Even for orcs, they were on from the lower end. And it doesn't look like we have a lot of options where to go here either. Can't go there. So, well, it was a pass, wasn't it? Okay, is there anything here, like, at all? Vegetation looks different, so that's at least nice, but again, this place doesn't seem to have any purpose. Pancakes!
Leave me be.
No, not them.
Victor, trust me.
What is it now?
Juggles.
I do not care much for being prodded all the time.
I shall follow your strength.
I wonder if we could make an pancake plate.
A solid blow!
Not sure why we would want to. But is this it? Yeah, this pretty much looks to be it. And these feel like unfinished areas. Like this has no purpose at all. Absolutely none. Well, on the bright side, we're done with that. On the other side, we are not. I'm going to go into teleportation mode here as far as movement is concerned now. Because I don't particularly just want to waste time. We're somewhat curious about
What is my task?
pickpocketing. We should have a fairly reasonable chance of success, 160. So,
Yes, Abil?
On my honor.
Ustanza dost.
I will tolerate only so much.
I am your destiny awaits. Shar, now Natha.
What do you require?
I just wonder. I don't really
Victory
want
shot
to
does
steal with from random NPCs here. More like, how about certain leaders, certain key characters? I'm doing this now because we have to leave with the fact that maybe someone will turn hostile to us. So I'm not going to load that. We're just going to run at that point. The bigger problem for us is that the party has to be everywhere. If I was
Yes,
alone, I could
consider it done.
it was much simpler task of just evading things.
I am out of sight of others. I have secured something from them. I am out of sight of others.
Ooh, protection from energy, 8th level spell secured from that. Not a minor thing.
What is my task? Hmm?
No more
I am
items.
out of sight of others.
Okay. So he had a 8th level spell scroll in his back pocket. That's worth thousands of gold, so
Jacqueline.
that's something. There aren't that many targets we would really like to even test this on though.
If that is your will.
I am
There's
out of
the
sight of others.
two leaders of the family leaders in
On
this.
my honor, I await
Those
your
might
word.
be worth going after. Barl.
The gods are unforgiving. Fool!
Yeah, he didn't want to talk
I am
to
out of
us.
sight of others. I have secured something. I am out of sight
What
of
did we get?
others.
2 healing potions. Those are very useful. And they're worth something like 500 apiece, so again a couple of thousand.
I have secured something from them.
Tiger cowrie shell necklace. Okay.
I am out of sight
Worthless.
of others.
Jezebel, trust is for the foolish.
I don't think
and the
trade
dead.
meat really has anything else of interest. Maybe we could try to steal from a
I
shopkeeper
shall
or
follow
something,
your
but
strength.
what would really be the point?
Volksund.
Not seeing anything of interest. Um, Alibaka or Loraxo?
I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain with you for now.
What do you require? I am out. It shall be.
Target has no items. Well, that's
Ustanza
at least they
trust is for the
tell you
foolish
immediately.
and the dead.
So that means trade meat is pretty much done. Trade meat crit. Don't want to go there.
I shall follow your strength.
Windspear Hills probably doesn't have anything of interest in it. Druidic Grove might have, but druids there. What do they have? Umar Hills. Don't really see anyone worth pickpocketing there. Darney's Hold might have, but I don't think so. So if we're gonna go after some targets, it's definitely the city. Let's go to the docks first. We want to talk about kill, destroy, and Bodhi anyway with our Lindale. After that, we can try to pickpocket the bastard.
Destiny awaits.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Well, there's Ronald Blood Sculpt too. My boss. There's so many thieves around him though that I'm guessing pickpocketing is it's doomed to failure. But on the other hand, we don't have any reason to
Yes?
be here anymore
I
either.
consider
So
it done.
even if it fails, who cares? Yeah, this is not gonna work.
I am out of sight of others.
I am yours. Now, Natha.
Beg for death. No one crosses the shadow thieves and lives.
Ah!
Yeah, you can go now.
A Dosquarth.
Yeah, they stay neutral, so that's good. It seems to be map specific, the hostilities. So
I am out.
at least we'll get a chance to try to steal from her. I'm not going
What is
to
my
send
task?
anyone else but our main character there, though.
I will do my best.
Oops. Okay. So things didn't go exactly like I thought they would do, but it's done then now,
Shar as
and it failed. And it's one more nail in the coffin of
If
pickpocketing, in
that
my
is your
opinion.
will.
The downside to getting
How
caught
long
is
do you
too
intend to
big.
crack your whip on my back? I say we stop now.
The lids grow heavy. Have we not the time to sleep and dream, but even a little?
Hmm. I'm just thinking of if there's anything of real interest here. Cromwell might be one. I don't particularly care again if he turns hostile or not. We have no business with him anymore. Our only business potentially would become Crumb Fair. I'm not sure I want that. Again, no one uses hammer, and we need the strength item split. So
On my honor, I am out of
I'm
sight.
sure
Yes.
it's a wonderful item, but
Victory shall trust us. I shall follow your strength.
there's one more place I want to visit before we are done with things. It's a government district. There are interesting potential targets, at least in other places too. I'm somewhat interested in the prison, actually.
Volksund. I serve Shar above all others, but I shall.
I trust you have no hostile intentions.
now.
You there? Any particular reason you are having to be here? Hey, who are you? I'm the keeper of this here prison, and what I says goes. I'm sure there ain't nothing to interest you here, so why don't you just turn around and go home? I'd like to take a quick look around if I could. There isn't anything interesting for you to see here, girl. I don't let strangers scroll around my prison without reason. Off you go. Perhaps some gold might change your mind. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Now leave before I forget that rending your limb from limb and might make you feel unwelcome. Okay. I don't know why he's getting so upset. Better close the door. Ooh. What's this? Seriously, what is this?
Oh, I'm so
They're
tired.
going to ship us off to Mastikov to be laborers. You can't let that happen to us. So, secret prison area. Yeah, they don't mind me opening the doors here.
Declare yourself.
Trust is for the foolish.
Okay,
and the
that was the
dead.
prison. Surprisingly uninteresting place. Yeah, let's go to the Council of Six building. And we need to be prepared to run from this.
I shall follow your strength.
What do you require? Very well.
The possible chance of getting caught here
I
is
am out of sight
probably
of
pretty
others.
much 100%. Yeah, there's so many eyes here, this cannot possibly work.
I have secured some. I am out of sight of others.
We got a longbow.
I have secured something from. I am out of sight of others.
A gold piece. Yeah, these are basically worthless.
Jacques, destiny awaits.
Yes?
That bastard might have
Done.
something of value.
I am out of sight of others. I have secured something from them.
They have a wooden quarterstaff, so
Yes, Bill. Now
I'm
nothing.
just gonna walk away. These guys clearly have nothing of value.
A dusquarth.
So pickpocketing usefulness is extremely questionable at the place. I don't build Rinvale would certainly probably have something. But is it worth focusing your character to be a pickpocket, for example? No, 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 not in the least. So what we're going to do now is make a few preparations and basically head for the Elven camp. We're done.
As you desire. If that is your
I got
will.
some cheap beer for you.
Anything interesting? Spell sequencer level 7. Not seeing anything particularly interesting. There might be few spells we don't have. But, do you have chromatic orb? That's a central ability to have. Do you have bullets? I think you have. Do you have arrows? I don't think you have. Yes, you have. You have too many arrows, in fact. Oh, you could use Azure Edge. Saving throw versus death or be utterly destroyed. Axe. It's a throwing axe too. Can't really use an axe, but you could use it. And it is a destroy undead item. Light crossbow speed. This might be very good for us. Extra attack per round. We have those very good bolts, but we don't have a proper crossbow to use them with. Okay, I'm thinking of buying a crossbow and the Azure Edge. It's only 4,000 after all. It's not a gigantic investment on our part, and it is a throwing axe of undead destruction. Where's the ammunition? 500 bolts of stunning. Options, options, options. Okay, Things are looking just fine, not great by any stretch of the imagination, but fine. A lot of options, a lot of options. Okay. Still, I think I were going to make use of our little contingency this time. Quite a few of them. We aren't going to favor defensive contingencies for the simple reasons that offensive ones or ones that react to enemy presence immediately are something that you're going to waste on the first random enemy that comes your way.
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
Leave me be.
Okay, let's start with minor sequencer. And put in first and second level spells there. Maybe a couple of Mills acid arrows. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it lasts quite long at this point. No, I don't like it. We'll take 2 chromatic orb. They have a chance to at least killing. And it appears in a place like this, so you can use it as an immediate
What
ability.
is it now?
Contingency. You can put a condition when it triggers. Target will be myself. So hit, see enemy, hit point level, helpless, poisoned. So protection from magical weapons. Maybe 50% hit points. If I put it just getting hit, it can trigger way too easily. I still wish the hit point level to be a bit higher, something like 75%, so you can take a little damage. The reason is mages don't have that large of a hit pool to begin with, so we're vulnerable to some kind of critical hit killing us anyway. That will trigger automatically, but you don't have to activate it. Spell sequencer. 3 4th levels, 1, 2. First or second, third or fourth level spells. Yeah, I'm putting 3 skull traps there. That's a lot of area of effect damage. Chain contingency. I think the maximum level for these is 8th, so very nice, but okay, you can also choose target. Last hit by, or nearest enemy, or myself. So protections or attack spells, both are just fine. The spell targets the last person who hit the caster. The question is, we don't actually have a lot of protection spells left, so in many cases it doesn't make sense to put the protections in there now. This would be a place where you could put mantle spells and that sort of stuff. Good spell defense spells too. But I think we're better off going with an offensive solution here, because that's really the only thing we have. Maybe last hit by, and when we hit points hit 50%. At that point, the immunity from magical weapons should trigger, and this will also trigger at the same time. So it's a targeted attack against the target who hit us last, so basically who did the damage to us. I don't want it to harm our allies. So, no. There aren't that many great spells for us. We could put in just a bit Horrid Wiltings. It's a lot of damage dumped on them automatically and no chance of hurting our own. So it's at least a thing. We can see how well that works out. But this would be much better used if you had a specific enemy in mind, so you could put things to handle that situation or counter it or disable it or whatever. This sort of generic conditioning would favor protective abilities, since we don't have pet protective spells. Let's go with that. It's not exactly, I would say, a great choice. I would say it's the least likely to get us into serious trouble, because we can't hurt ourselves and we can't hurt any neutrals with those spells. So protection from magical energy. Okay, what spells here? Up. Yeah, we're not using the spell trap at all. The duration is pretty weak anyway. I think I'll take another planet heart.
Ustanza dost.
There's no particular reason to rest here, though. We'll have to rest anyway once we reach the Elven camp, so.
I shall follow your strength.
Goodbye, Athkatla. Where's the Ringland Thorn?
Voltzund.
Guess we're about as ready as we're gonna be. So. So, going after Irenicus last.